Hello friends, so welcome to you all for the today's presentation. So this is a session 16. So in this class we are going to concentrate on the preparation of journal entries and also ledger accounts in the books of hire vendor with an example of illustration 8. So this is my last presentation as per this chapter is concerned, as the hire purchase chapter is concerned. So hope with this discussion everything is clear to you about this chapter. So the problem number 8, when the rate of interest and also installment is not given. My dear friends, when the rate of interest are not given, I have already told you we are supposed to follow mainly the 4 steps. And when the installment is not given, so about this solution, we are going to focus on this problem, right? From the following particulars, pass the necessary journal entries and also prepare the purchaser's account as well as the interest account and also interest account in the books of hire vendor. That means ledger accounts in the books of hire vendor under hire purchase system. So here the informations are given like this. The cash price is rupees 60,000. Total interest payable, they themselves have given rupees 15,000. That means first step I need not to calculate rupees 15,000. Down payment rupees 15,015. Okay, and the balance is paid in 3 annual equal installment. Paid in 3 annual equal installment. Then the date of purchase is 1/4/2014. Then the closing balance will be 31st March of every year. My dear friends, here they have not given the information about the installment. Okay, so now we have to identify the total purchase price. The total purchase price is nothing but a cash price plus interest. Total comes to 75,000. Out of which we are supposed to deduct the down payment made. We will get 60,000, and that total amount of 60,000 we should divide equally for 3 years. So then you will get 20,000 rupees as an annual installment. So that is a way of solution that we will discuss further. Okay. So in the given problem, so first of all, let us calculate the amount of installment per year. Look at here. The total amount payable or hire purchase price is equals to cash price plus interest. Look at here. Hire purchase price is equals to cash price plus interest. Cash price is 60,000 plus interest 15,000. Total interest paid 15,000. Then hire purchase price is equals to 75,000. Okay. Then now we are moving towards finding the values of installment per year. Among the total of hire purchase price, so we are supposed to deduct the down payment of rupees 15,000. Okay. The amount paid in each installment is equals to hire purchase price minus down payment made divided by number of installment period. So therefore, hire purchase price 75,000 minus installment paid, down payment made 15,000. So we get a 60,000. It is a balance figure or balance of amount which is to be payable through the installment. And this balance is paid within a 3 annual installment. So 60,000 divided by 3 comes to 20,000 installment per year. So the installment paid per year is rupees 20,000. Hope you got how we arrived with these values. Nothing but installment balance, total amount of balance in terms of payable in terms of installment is equals to hire purchase price minus down payment made. So 75,000 minus 15,000 ನಮಗೆ 60,000 ಸಿಗುತ್ತೆ. ಈ 60,000 ಅವನು 3 ಈಕ್ವಲ್ ಇನ್ಸ್ಟಾಲ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಪೇಮೆಂಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾನೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾನೆ ಫಾರ್ ಎವ್ರಿ ಇಯರ್. ಸೊ 60,000 ಡಿವೈಡ್ ಬೈ 3 ಇಯರ್ಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ನಮಗೆ ಪ್ರತಿ ವರ್ಷಕ್ಕೆ ಅವನು ಎಷ್ಟು ಇನ್ಸ್ಟಾಲ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಕಟ್ತಾನೆ ಅಂತ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಎವ್ರಿ ಇಯರ್ ಹಿ ಇಸ್ ಪೇಯಿಂಗ್ 20,000 ಆಫ್ ಇನ್ಸ್ಟಾಲ್ಮೆಂಟ್. ಓಕೆ. ಸೊ let us go for next one, that is the calculation of interest. So based on the installment or amount due ratio. My dear friends, when the interest rates are not given, at that time when I am supposed to use the 4 steps. ಮೊದಲನೇ ಸ್ಟೆಪ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೆ ನಾನು, ಸೊ ಟೋಟಲ್ ಇಂಟ್ರೆಸ್ಟ್ ಪೇಡ್ ಎಷ್ಟು ಅಂತ ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೆ. ಸೊ ಅದನ್ನ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಟ್ ಮಾಡೋ ಅವಶ್ಯಕತೆ ಇಲ್ಲ, ಯಾಕೆಂದ್ರೆ ಆ ಇನ್ಫಾರ್ಮೇಶನ್ ಡೈರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಅವನೇ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾನೆ. ಟೋಟಲ್ ಇಂಟ್ರೆಸ್ಟ್ ಪೇಡ್ ಇಸ್ rupees 15,000. ನೋಡಿ ಅವನೇ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾನೆ. ಟೋಟಲ್ ಇಂಟ್ರೆಸ್ಟ್ ಪೇಯಬಲ್ ಅಥವಾ ಪೇಡ್ rupees 15,000 ಅವನೇ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾನೆ. ಸೊ ಎರಡನೇ ಸ್ಟೆಪ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೆ ನಾನು, ಅಮೌಂಟ್ ಡ್ಯೂ ಅಟ್ ದಿ ಬಿಗಿನಿಂಗ್ ಆಫ್ ಈಚ್ ಇಯರ್ ಅನ್ನ ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೆ. ಸೊ ಅದನ್ನ ನಾನು ಈ ಟೇಬಲ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ವರ್ಕ್ ಮಾಡಿ ತೋರಿಸಿದ್ದೆ ನನಗೆ, ಅರ್ಥಾಯ್ತಲ್ವಾ? ನಂತರ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೆ, ರೇಷಿಯೋ ಆಫ್ ದಿ ಅಮೌಂಟ್ ಡ್ಯೂ ಅಟ್ ದಿ ಬಿಗಿನಿಂಗ್ ಆಫ್ ಈಚ್ ಇಯರ್ ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೆ. ಆ ರೇಷಿಯೋ ಬೇಸಿಸ್ ಆಗಿ ಟೋಟಲ್ ಇಂಟ್ರೆಸ್ಟ್ ಪೇಡ್ ಅನ್ನ ಅಲೋಕೇಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೆ. ಸೊ ನನಗೆ ಅದನ್ನ ಆಕ್ಚುಲಿ ಬೇರೆ ವರ್ಕಿಂಗ್ ನೋಟ್ ತರ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೆ, ಬಟ್ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಟೇಬಲ್ ಹಾಕಿ ಅದನ್ನ ವರ್ಕಿಂಗ್ ನೋಟ್ ಅನ್ನು ತೋರಿಸಿದೀನಿ. ದಿ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಸ್ಟೆಪ್ ಈಸ್ ಅಬೌಟ್ ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಷನ್ ಆಫ್ ಟೋಟಲ್ ಇಂಟ್ರೆಸ್ಟ್. ದಟ್ we need not to calculate here because the total interest payable rupees 15,000 they themselves has given. So 15,000 ರೂಪಾಯಿ ಟೋಟಲ್ ಇಂಟ್ರೆಸ್ಟ್ ಪೇಯಬಲ್ ಅನ್ನ ಅವರೇ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಸೊ ನಂಗೆ ಎರಡನೇ ಸ್ಟೆಪ್ ಏನು, ಅಮೌಂಟ್ ಡ್ಯೂ ಅಟ್ ದ ಬಿಗಿನಿಂಗ್ ಆಫ್ ಈಚ್ ಇಯರ್. ನೋಡಿ, ಅಮೌಂಟ್ ಡ್ಯೂ ಅಟ್ ದ ಬಿಗಿನಿಂಗ್ ಆಫ್ ಈಚ್ ಇಯರ್ ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಟ್ ಮಾಡೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಒಂದು ಇಕ್ವೇಶನ್ ಹೇಳಿದ್ದೇನೆ ನಿಮಗೆ, ಬಹುಶಃ ನೆನಪಿರುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತ ಅನ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದೀನಿ. ಟೋಟಲ್ ಪರ್ಚೇಸ್ ಪ್ರೈಸ್ ಮೈನಸ್ ಡೌನ್ ಪೇಮೆಂಟ್ ಫಾರ್ ದಿ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಇಯರ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಲೇಟರ್ ಇನ್ಸ್ಟಾಲ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಫಾರ್ ದಿ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಇಯರ್ಸ್. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗುತ್ತಲ್ವಾ? ಈಗ ಮೊದಲೇ ಬನ್ನಿ, ಟೋಟಲ್ ಪರ್ಚೇಸ್ ಪ್ರೈಸ್ ಎಷ್ಟಿದೆ ನೋಡಿ, ಪ್ರೀವಿಯಸ್ ಇದೆ. ಟೋಟಲ್ ಹೈರ್ ಪರ್ಚೇಸ್ ಪ್ರೈಸ್ 75,000. ಟೋಟಲ್ ಹೈರ್ ಪರ್ಚೇಸ್ ಪ್ರೈಸ್ 75,000 ಲೆಸ್ ಇದು ಫಸ್ಟ್ 15,000 ಏನಿದೆ ಅಲ್ವಾ, ಇದು ಡೌನ್ ಪೇಮೆಂಟ್ ಮೇಡ್. ಸೊ 75,000 ಹೈರ್ ಪರ್ಚೇಸ್ ಪ್ರೈಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ 15,000 ಡೌನ್ ಪೇಮೆಂಟ್ ಅನ್ನು ಲೆಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ವಿ ಗೆಟ್ 60,000. ಸೊ ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ಎ ಅಮೌಂಟ್ ಡ್ಯೂ ಆರ್ ಇನ್ಸ್ಟಾಲ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಅಮೌಂಟ್ ಡ್ಯೂ ಅಟ್ ದ ಬಿಗಿನಿಂಗ್ ಆಫ್ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಇಯರ್ rupees 60,000. ಓಕೆ, ಫಾರ್ ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಇಯರ್ ನೋಡಿ, ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಇಯರ್ ಎಂಡಿಗೆ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಿ, ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಇಯರ್ ಬಿಗಿನಿಂಗ್ 60,000 ಡ್ಯೂ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಇಯರ್ ಎಂಡಿಗೆ 20,000 ಇನ್ಸ್ಟಾಲ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಅನ್ನ ಪೇ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಿ. ಪ್ರತಿ ವರ್ಷ ಇನ್ಸ್ಟಾಲ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಎಷ್ಟು ಕಟ್ತಾನೆ, 20,000 ಕಟ್ತಾನಲ್ವಾ. ನೋಡಿ, ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಇಯರ್ ಬಿಗಿನಿಂಗ್ 60,000 ಡ್ಯೂ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, 60,000 ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಬರ್ಕೊಂಡಿದೀನಿ, ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಇಯರ್ ಎಂಡಿಗೆ 20,000 ಕಟ್ತೀರಿ. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಇಯರ್ ಬಿಗಿನಿಂಗ್ ಎಷ್ಟು ಉಳಿಯುತ್ತೆ ನಿಮಗೆ, 20,000 ಉಳಿಯುತ್ತೆ. ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ 40,000 rupees. 40,000 rupees ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಬಿಗಿನಿಂಗ್ ಫಾರ್ ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಇಯರ್. 40,000 is the beginning value for the second year. Then for the second year, at the end of second year ನೀವು ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಿ, at the beginning of second year 40,000 ಇರುತ್ತೆ, at the end of second year 20,000 ಇನ್ಸ್ಟಾಲ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಅನ್ನ ಪೇಮೆಂಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಿ. ನಂತರ at the end of second year ಅಥವಾ beginning of third year ಎಷ್ಟು ಉಳಿಯುತ್ತೆ, 40,000 minus 20,000 comes to 20,000. Hope you got an idea. So total purchase ಅಥವಾ purchase price, higher purchase price minus down payment, first year beginning value minus installment paid for the first year, second year beginning value minus installment paid for the second year, so beginning value for the third year. Okay, so ಇದರ ರೇಷಿಯೋಸ್ ಅನ್ನ ಫೈಂಡ್ ಔಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಿ. 60,000, 40,000, 20,000 ಅಲ್ವಾ. ಸೊ ಇದರ ರೇಷಿಯೋ ಯಾವ ಎಷ್ಟಿದೆ ನೋಡಿ, 6:4:2 or 3:2:1 ಅದೇನ್ ಬರುತ್ತೆ ನೋಡಿ, ಸ್ಮಾಲೆಸ್ಟ್ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ 20,000 ಇದೆ. ಸೊ ಈ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಇಂದ 60,000 ಮತ್ತು 40,000 ಡಿವೈಡ್ ಮಾಡಬಹುದಲ್ಲ ನಾವು. ಸೊ 60,000 ಡಿವೈಡ್ ಬೈ 20,000 ಕಮ್ಸ್ ಟು ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಇಯರ್ಗೆ 3. 40,000 ಡಿವೈಡ್ ಬೈ 20,000 ಎರಡನೇ ವರ್ಷಕ್ಕೆ 2. 20,000 ಡಿವೈಡ್ ಬೈ 20,000 ಮೂರನೇ ವರ್ಷಕ್ಕೆ 1. ಸೊ ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಎ ಇನ್ಸ್ಟಾಲ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಡ್ಯೂ ರೇಷಿಯೋ 3:2:1. ಸೊ ಟೋಟಲ್ ಎಷ್ಟಾಗುತ್ತೆ, 3 + 2 + 1 ಕಮ್ಸ್ ಟು 6. ಸೊ ಈ ರೇಷಿಯೋ ಬೇಸಿಸ್ ಆಗಿ ನಾನು ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಪ್ಪ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ, ಟೋಟಲ್ ಇಂಟ್ರೆಸ್ಟ್ ಪೇಡ್ ಅನ್ನ ನಾನು ಡಿವೈಡ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಬರ್ತೀನಿ. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಫಾರ್ ದಿ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಇಯರ್ ರೇಷಿಯೋ ಎಷ್ಟಿದೆ, 15,000 ಟೋಟಲ್ ಇಂಟ್ರೆಸ್ಟ್ ಪೇಡ್ ಗೆ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಇಯರ್ ರೇಷಿಯೋ 3/6, ದೆನ್ ಇಟ್ ಕಮ್ಸ್ ಟು 7,500. ಫಾರ್ ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಇಯರ್ 15,000 ಗೆ 2/6 ನೋಡಿ, 2/6 ರೈಟ್, ದಟ್ ಕಮ್ಸ್ ಟು 5,000. ಫಾರ್ ಥರ್ಡ್ ಇಯರ್ 1/6 it comes to 2,500. But the total of interest paid ಅಂದ್ರೆ 7,500 for first year, 5,000 for second year, 2,500 for third year, and total comes to 15,000. Okay, so now we got an idea about we got the information about the interest paid for each year, interest paid for each year. So here I need not to calculate the depreciation, so directly we will be moving to preparation of journal entries in the books of hire vendor, right? So first one, when the assets are sold, the entry is hire purchaser account debtor to sales account at cash price. Okay, dear, when the assets are sold, the entry is hire purchaser account debtor to sales account at cash price rupees 60,000. Okay, then when you receive the down payment from the hire purchaser, so at that time debit what comes in, so you receive the cash, say bank account debtor, to who is the payer, credit the giver. So hire purchaser is the giver, so credit the hire purchaser account. So therefore entry will be bank account debtor to hire purchaser account. Then what is the amount of down payment made by the hire purchaser? He paid 15,000 rupees. Then you received rupees 15,000 from hire purchaser. Okay, so being the down payment is received. Then when the hire purchasers when the interest is due, this amount of interest has to be received from hire purchaser. Therefore the entry will be hire purchaser account debtor to, he has to pay the interest amount, so therefore interest account. So hire purchaser account debtor to interest account. So rupees 7,500 it is the interest for the first year. So narration, being the interest due for the first year. Okay. At the end of the year, when the installment is received, so debit what comes in and credit the giver. So debit what comes in, that is you receive the cash, therefore bank account debtor to hire purchaser account. What is the amount of first year installment? That is 20,000, which includes 20,000 minus 7,500 interest, 12,500. That is a 7,500 interest plus 12,500 principal. Total comes to 20,000. You got an idea? Okay. Then at the end of the year, when the interest is transferred to profit and loss account. So as we are preparing the hire vendor account, the interest is an income to him. So when the income transferred to profit and loss account, the entry will be, so interest account divided to profit and loss account, right? So there is the same amount of interest for year 1 is transferred to profit and loss account, rupees 7,500. So the same 3 entries is going to be repeat for further upcoming years. Okay, let's go for next year, that is 2016. At the end of the year, when the interest is due, so interest has to be paid by hire purchaser. Therefore, hire purchaser account divided to interest account. What is the amount due for the second year? The interest due for the second year is rupees 5,000. So hire purchaser account divided to interest account. Then, when the installment is received, right? So debit what comes in and credit the giver name, right? So bank account divided to hire purchaser account. What is the installment received for the second year? Same amount, that is rupees 20,000. Okay. Now transfer the interest amount to the profit and loss account. So then entry will be interest account divided to profit and loss account. Interest account divided to profit and loss account with the same amount of interest for the year 2. That is rupees 5,000. Then go for third year, that is at the end of 31st March 2017. When the interest is due, so entry is hire purchasers account divided to interest account. So this is the interest due for the year 3, 2,500. Okay. When installment is received, so entry debit what comes in bank account debtor, credit the giver name, that is hire purchasers account. So bank account divided to hire purchasers account. Okay. Then it comes to rupees 20,000. So this is installment received for the year 3. Okay. When the installment transferred to profit and loss account. Sorry, when the interest is transferred to profit and loss account. So the entry will be, so as the interest is an income, so the entry will become interest account divided to profit and loss account. So the reverse entry for this will be profit and loss account will be created by interest account with the same value of interest, that is for the year 3, 2,500. Okay, my dear friends. So let us look into the preparation of ledger accounts in the books of hire vendor. So here only 2 accounts we are going to prepare. There is a hire purchaser account and another one is interest account. Let's go for first one. Hire purchasers account. Okay, first one. And the opening date, when the sales is made to the hire purchaser. So when the sales is made to the hire purchaser, then the entry will become hire purchasers account divided to sales account. Hire purchaser account divided to sales account. When the sales is made, the entry is hire purchasers account divided to sales account at the cash price of the full cash price of the contract. The full cash price of the contract is rupees 60,000. Okay. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನರೇಶನ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಬರ್ದಿದ್ದೆ ನಾನು ಸೇಲ್ ಆಫ್ ಅಸೆಟ್ಸ್. ಇದು ಮೊದಲನೇ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ಎರಡನೇದು, ಸೇಲ್ ಮಾಡಿದ ತಕ್ಷಣ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಿ? ಡೌನ್ ಪೇಮೆಂಟ್ ಅನ್ನು ರಿಸೀವ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂತೀರಿ ಅಲ್ವಾ? ಸೊ ವೆನ್ ಯು ರಿಸೀವ್ ದಿ ಡೌನ್ ಪೇಮೆಂಟ್, ಎಂಟ್ರಿ ಏನಾಗಿರುತ್ತೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಬ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಅಕೌಂಟ್ ಡಿಡಕ್ಟ್ ಟು ಹೈರ್ ಪರ್ಚೇಸರ್ಸ್ ಅಕೌಂಟ್. ಬ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಅಕೌಂಟ್ ಡಿಡಕ್ಟ್ ಟು ಹೈರ್ ಪರ್ಚೇಸರ್ಸ್ ಅಕೌಂಟ್. ರಿವರ್ಸ್ ಎಂಟ್ರಿ, ಹೈರ್ ಪರ್ಚೇಸರ್ಸ್ ಅಕೌಂಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಕ್ರೆಡಿಟೆಡ್ ಬೈ ಬ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಅಕೌಂಟ್. ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಸೇಮ್ ಅಮೌಂಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಡೌನ್ ಪೇಮೆಂಟ್ rupees 15,015. Here. Okay. Then when interest is due from hire purchaser, so when interest is due from hire purchaser, the entry will be hire purchasers account divided to interest account. Interest is due for the first year. Interest is due for the first year. What is the amount of interest is due for the first year? That is rupees 7,500. Okay, 7,500. So it is interest due for first year. Then when you received the installment, when you receive an installment, entry is bank account deduct to hire purchasers account. The reverse entry will be hire purchasers account is created by bank account. So receipt of first installment. Receipt of first installment rupees 20,000. So these are all the 4 transactions we are supposed to mention it for first year, right? Then close the account. A total amount due from the hire purchaser is rupees 60,000 and the sale of assets and interest 7,500 for the first year, and total 67,500 is due. Here also 67,500. Among which, so we have also already received the down payment of rupees 15,000 and received the installment of rupees 20,000. So deduct these 2 items from the 67,500, you will get 32,500. The balance of due which is to be receivable from hire purchaser for the first at the end of first year. Okay, and continue the same values to the next year. Continue the same value to the next year. That is, carry forward the same values to the next year. That is, here it should be 1/4/2015. Here it should be 1/4/2015. Make change this. Make change it. I'll go to change this later. 1/4/2015. Same balance carry forward to the next year. That is 2 balance brought down 32,500. Okay. When interest is due, so hire purchaser's account is to interest account. So interest due for the second year. When interest is due, entry is hire purchaser's account is to interest account, and it is a interest due for the second year. Okay, that is rupees 5,000. Okay. Then when installment is received, when installment received is received for second year, so entry is bank account is to hire purchaser's account. The reverse entry comes to hire purchaser's account is credited by bank account. Right? Show below it in bracket. So receipt of second installment. Receipt of second installment rupees 20,000. Okay. Now close the table. And total due at the beginning of the year from the hire purchaser rupees 32,500. Then interest due for the second year comes to 37,500. Total 37,500 is due from the hire purchaser, among which he paid a 20,000 rupees as the installment for the second year. Right? So deduct this 20,000 out of 37,500, you will get a balance figure of rupees 17,500. So this is the amount due from the hire purchaser at the end of the year 2. At the end of the second year. Now, you just carry forward the same values to the next year, that is on 1/4/2016, to balance brought down 17,500. Now later, when the installment is when the interest is due, the entry becomes hire purchasers account debtor to interest account. So this is the interest due for the year 3, that comes to rupees 2,500. Okay. Then when the installment received from the hire purchaser, entry bank account deduct to hire purchaser account. Reverse entry comes to hire purchaser's account is credited by bank account rupees 20,000. Okay. And total amount due from the hire purchaser for the at the end of the year 3 is equals to 17,500 plus interest due 2,500. Total due is 20,000. Total due is rupees 20,000. And this 20,000 has been received by the full and final settlement of last payment of installment, that is 20,000 for the year ending 31st March 2017. So there is no closing balance for the next years, right? So hope debit side of total comes to 20,000 and credit side total also comes to 20,000. So with this, so we are going to closing the books of hire purchaser. Accounts of hire purchaser in the books of hire vendor. Okay. So next, let us move to the next account, that is interest account. Whereas the interest is concerned, so here 2 types of transactions or entries we are supposed to follow up when the interest is due and when such interest is transferred to profit and loss account. Let's go for year 1. Year 1, at the end of the year 1, that is at the end of year 2015, when the interest is due, entry here it should be hire purchaser account. So hire purchaser account deduct to interest account. Then interest account is created by hire purchaser's account. So you just consider this as a hire purchaser account, right? Instead of Mysore Limited, you just consider it as a hire purchaser's account. I'll make change it. So hire purchaser's account. Okay, hope it is clear to you. Interest account. When the first year interest is due, hire purchaser's account is equal to interest account. Then interest account is created by hire purchaser's account. This is a interest for the first year, rupees 7,500. Okay. When transferring of this interest to the profit and loss account, the entry is interest account is equal to profit and loss account. At the end of the year, interest account is equal to profit and loss account. When the interest is transferred to the profit and loss account, comes to the same value. So 7,500 total of debit side and is equals to total of credit side. So first year account got closed. Let's go for second year interest. Interest for the second year. So when the interest is due, entry hire purchaser's account is equal to interest account. Then the reverse entry comes to interest account is created by hire purchaser's account. Rupees 5,000. So the interest due for the second year. And transfer this same amount of interest to the profit and loss account. Then entry comes to interest account is equal to profit and loss account. Interest account is equal to profit and loss account. The same value of rupees 5,000. So total of debit side is equals to total of credit side. Then close the account for the year 2. Then go for year 3. When the interest due for the year 3, entry hire purchaser's account is equal to interest account. Reverse entry, interest account is credited by hire purchaser's account. So it is a interest due for the year 3, 2,500. Okay. When you transfer this amount of interest to the profit and loss account, then the entry will be interest account data to profit and loss account. Interest account data to profit and loss account. Same amount 2,500. Okay. So this is all about the preparation of interest account, then hire purchaser's account, and also journal entries in the books of hire vendor, and also calculation of interest, and also calculation of installment value when the installment information is not given. So hope, my dear friends, so it's all about it's all clear to you about this entire chapter. So thank you for your patience, listening, and support. So by this, I am going to conclude the session and conclude the presentation also. Thank you, one and all.